Welcome back to the FAB Racing British Minibikes Championship here at Clay Pigeon in Dorchester. The Minimoto Elite Class is up next for Minimoto liquid-cooled bikes, liquid-cooled engines, and the man that swept all before him last time joins me. It's Bailey Stewart-Campbell. Now, Bailey at Llandau last time, great result for you, but just talk us through that weekend.
I had a really good weekend. Llandau was my favourite track for the Mini. It's all right on the Metro kit. We also did good there, but on the Mini, I dominated quite a lot.
And this weekend here at Clay Pigeon, you've not been to this track before?
No.
And what do you make of it?
It's quite good. It's the grippiest track in the whole championship for the wet, I think.
Okay, and this weekend, 3 wins last time, maximum points. Can you do that again?
It'll be really tricky.
It'll certainly be tricky with Casey O'Gorman going off pole, but Bailey is on P2. Let's have a look at those grid positions, just confirming then. Casey O'Gorman on the 7 bike goes off pole, 2 podiums at the first round. Bailey Stewart-Campbell, we've just seen him, 3 wins at the opening round, goes off P2. Off P3, it's Emmanuel Brinton for K-Tech Suspension, 2 podiums at the opening round. Ollie Walker also had 2 podiums, he goes off P4. Riding the 2 bike for Dunsley Heat, it's Josh Bannister, the 8-year-old from Nuneaton. Off P6, James Cook rides the 144 machine. Going off P7, it's Sullivan Moutsey on the 44 bike. A lot of these riders, of course, you will have seen in the earlier Minimoto Pro race, Sullivan Moutsey included. Ryan Hitchcock goes off P8, 10 years of age from Wiltshire. Evan Belford goes off P9, usually a front runner. Off P10, it's Mason Foster, finished 2nd in that earlier Minimoto Pro race, just 8 years of age. Jack Kirsch goes off P11, rides the 96 bike. Off P12, it's Johnny Garness, won the earlier Minimoto Pro race, the 9-year-old from Ilfracombe. Troy Jeffrey goes off P13, unlucky for some, he'll be riding the 21 bike. Taylor Stewart-Campbell comes next, going off P14. Off P15, it's Joe Farraher, the 12-year-old from Northwich in Cheshire. Then comes Harrison Crosby off P16, the 11-year-old from Ashford in Kent, rides the 69 bike. Lucas Brown comes next, 9 years of age, also from West Sussex. Then comes Luca Hopkins off P18, 10 years of age from Oxfordshire. Off P19, it's Cameron Saul, rides the 100 bike. Off P20, it's Kyle Payne, saw him earlier also, the 11-year-old from Thatcham. Then comes Clayton Edmonds on the 146 bike, the 8-year-old from Uxbridge. And rounding out the grid, it's Alessandro Valenti riding the 82 bike.
Expect a battle royale on that front of the grid. Bailey Stewart-Campbell, 3 times winner last time out. Casey O'Gorman, the legend of FAB, already at the tender age of 10. And away we go. Round the outside, straight into the lead for Bailey Stewart-Campbell. Cracking start as they go through Billy's Blind for the first time. And then into the S's. Right, left, already giving pursuit. Brinton, Walker, Cook, Bannister, Sullivan Moutsey in there as well. Cracking start. And look how close Casey O'Gorman is already to Bailey Stewart-Campbell.
Casey had an absolute nightmare in the televised race in this class at Llandau. Finished, I think it was down in something like 8th place, I think. Came back to finish 2nd twice on the Sunday to the man out front here, Bailey Stewart-Campbell, who took all 3 wins. Casey O'Gorman doesn't do seconds though, he doesn't like seconds. He is only interested in winning. Won all of the Mini GP 50 races. If we pick out Casey O'Gorman there, that is the championship leader, Bailey Stewart-Campbell. Casey O'Gorman won all of the Mini GP 50 and 70 races at Llandau, but this is the one he didn't get a win in.
Here he goes already, having a look into hands. 3rd position, Emmanuel Brinton, the 93, still hanging on in there for 3rd position at the moment. Ollie Walker in P4 as well. James Cook in there in P5. Look at Casey O'Gorman, he's hustling Bailey Stewart-Campbell already. Now Casey O'Gorman is one of those riders who will set him up. He'll wind up Bailey Stewart-Campbell to get in his head. He won't make the overtaking move until he's absolutely sure he's got it plus, and this is where he's going to reel in Bailey Stewart-Campbell and start to grind his gears as they run around around the clay pigeon circuit. He's so good at this, is Casey O'Gorman. Look, the two of them just stretching out the lead. At the moment, Casey O'Gorman does not need to lead the race. What he needs to do is put Bailey Stewart Campbell under pressure, make him do all the hard work. Look how close they get to each other in the braking zone. Meanwhile, it's a similar story further back for Brinton, Walker, Cook, Josh Bannister in there in P6 as well, trying to hang in contention. But Brinton doing a fantastic job at the moment as he hangs on in position. Oh, Casey O'Gorman, he had his first real sniff up the inside of Bailey Stewart Campbell. That's held him up a little bit, but look how quickly he makes up the ground lost.
If Bailey Stewart Campbell didn't know he was there before then, he does now. It's cost him 6 or 7 bike lengths. That's Ollie Walker picked out there in 4th place. Great battle for 3rd and 4th. Brinton on the K-Tech suspension bike here in 3rd place. That's James Cook, and then Josh Bannister on the 2 bike. Unbelievable stuff.
And again, Bailey Stewart Campbell is having to move to cover the inside, then switches back across to the braking zone in the hope that Casey O'Gorman is not already alongside. Sullivan Mountsy's there in 7th position. It's Evan Belford currently in 8th place. Then it's Johnny Garnes, and running around the top 10, I think, is Ryan Hitchcock, the 43, trying to get himself into the mix. Here they come again, this battle for 3rd position, led by Emmanuel Brinton. A very talented young rider, Brinton, and worthy of 3rd position, especially when you've got the likes of Walker, Cook and Bannister breathing down your neck. And look how close Casey O'Gorman's going to try and use the undercut through the exit of Billy's Blind. First time the FAB British Mini Bike Championship has come to Clay Pigeon, of course, and they are absolutely loving it. You can see just how much excess rubber is coming off the bikes on that outside line, and that is an amazing battle that we've seen for 3rd position. Further back, they're still squabbling, not quite as close as the 5th place battle in Minimoto Pro was. Casey O'Gorman storms up the inside on the exit of the horseshoe. That was superb from Casey O'Gorman. Undercuts Bailey Stewart Campbell on the exit of the horseshoe. He didn't even have the move started on the inside, but he saw where Bailey Stewart Campbell was vulnerable, saw the gap, flicked up the throttle and went, cheers buddy, that's mine.
Bailey Stewart Campbell, though, now gets the opportunity to have a look at Casey O'Gorman. O'Gorman's had a look at him. He can judge his braking based on what the race leader was doing. He's done that, got the lead, but now Bailey Stewart Campbell gets the reverse opportunity. He can now look and see where Casey's strong and try and pick his moment as they come through the horseshoe. Great pictures from the drone once more. Sullivan Mountsy has got plenty of work to do there. He's down there in 7th place, all on his own.
Well, even a 7th place finish at this point in the season is good, solid points. He doesn't have too much to be disappointed about as the leaders are coming up to traffic. Again, we've said this time and time again, that is where races are won and lost. So it's O'Gorman leading Bailey Stewart Campbell, then it's Brinton, Walker, Cook, Bannister, Mountsy, then it's Garnes in front of Belford. Foster is the next one through. Then we have Kirsch, Troy Jeffrey is in there, then we've got Crosby. Having an absolutely cracking battle, actually, Harrison Crosby battling away with Joe Farragher. In there as well, we've got Sewell, then it's Hopkins, Payne, Edmonds and Valente. There they are battling away over the line. Out in front, though, it is still your man, Casey O'Gorman. So much has been written about this young man in the last couple of seasons. There's already been people declaring him as Britain's next Marc Marquez, but he's got to keep up the pace over the next few seasons as he continues to develop. Hopefully somebody's going to pick him up and run with it. Now we've got somebody off in the background. Now, who is that that's gone? It's one of the older-fashioned fairing bikes, not one of the newer body kits.
Is that Josh Bannister?
I think it might have been. I'm just trying to... This is that battle for 3rd position, and Bannister is missing. You're absolutely right. Bannister seems to have gone. That is a disaster. So Brinton in 3rd, Walker in 4th, Cook is in 5th position. Bannister was in 6th. He has got it going again, but he has dropped a long way down the field, and I think the leaders will be coming up to lap him shortly if they haven't already done so. That promotes Mountsy up into 6th place. Garnes is up into 7th place now. Then we have Belford in 8th. 9th position is Mason Foster, and in 10th place, that is Ryan Hitchcock, who's having an absolutely... no, sorry, it's not Hitchcock. I thought it was. It is now Jack Kirsch, who's got himself into the top 10 in front of Troy Jeffrey. There is Bannister. We just saw him go through there on the 2 bike. So Bannister has got going again. But yes, look, he is now a lap behind our leaders, Casey O'Gorman and Bailey Stewart Campbell. But Bailey Stewart Campbell has not given up on Casey O'Gorman yet. Can he overhaul him?
Championship leader, of course, Bailey Stewart Campbell, after his 3 wins last time. If we're looking to hold on to the championship, he will hold on to the championship because Casey O'Gorman, who finished second in races 2 and 3 last time, had a nightmare in race 1, so he's going to look to close the championship lead on Bailey Stewart Campbell, but Bailey Stewart Campbell is having none of that. He wants another win.
And he's running out of time to do it, so he needs to make this move happen soon, because we're in the final few corners of the race. Out of Hans Hairpin, back on the power. Oh, he's had a little bit of a wobble out of Hans Hairpin. That's cost him a few bike lengths, and that surely has cost him the chance of going for Casey O'Gorman. Out of Buttons and up to Top Bend, Casey O'Gorman is going to get the job done. Bailey Stewart Campbell is beaten in 2018. The checkered flag will fly this time, and Casey O'Gorman gets the job done in front of Bailey Stewart Campbell. Brinton will be third from Walker and Cook ahead of Sullivan Mountseat.
Great result in this one for Casey O'Gorman, closing the championship leader, who came second. Manuel Brinton running out the podium with Ollie Walker and James Cook coming home in 4th and 5th. But it was Bailey Stewart Campbell that won race 2, with O'Gorman only scoring 4 points in that one. He'd go on to win race 3. But as a consequence, Bailey Stewart Campbell has increased his championship lead to 38 points going to round 3 from O'Gorman. Emmanuel Brinton just 4 points back from O'Gorman, with Walker in 4th and Cook 5th. Join us for the first of the Mini GP races in part 4.